And the King has reportedly leaned on the Archbishop of Canterbury to ask Prince Harry to attend his coronation. The monarch is said to hope that Justin Welby can come to some sort of agreement with his two sons that would allow the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to attend the coronation in May. The King is said to believe Harry and Meghan's absence would be more of a distraction than if they both attended. And I think that's dividing people, because I suspect a lot of people think it will be more of a distraction if they do turn up than if they just stayed away. Joining me now is former Royal Butler. It's Grant Harrold. Grant, thank you very, very much. Some of the noises are that the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, he's been captured by the spell of Meghan and Harry. Is he really the best person to try to mediate?
Patrick, thanks for having me on. I find this all a bit confusing because the sad part of this is it shows that if the King can't speak to Harry, then is that showing that the communication really has broken down that badly? And going to the Archbishop to kind of obviously help broker a deal, I find it so hard to believe. I mean, bear in mind, being a former member of the royal household, understand how these kind of things work, it just doesn't add up. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody at the Archbishop might have offered assistance. That wouldn't be surprising. But I just find it really hard to believe. And as you said, I think a majority of people will be worried that this could overshadow the coronation.
Yeah, indeed. And look, the mediation, I think, reading between the lines here, is between really Harry and William, kind of mediated, obviously, by the Archbishop of Canterbury. You know the two brothers. You were a former Royal Butler there. Do you think any amount of mediation can salvage this relationship at this point?
It's really difficult because the one thing about the royal family and even the brothers, it was always about trust. I remember that. Trust was the biggest thing. And the fact that that has broken down between them, I generally don't know. I don't know if you can ever get that kind of trust relationship back. I've always said, I think behind closed doors, it's possible as years gone, decades gone, that things can be fixed. It's not impossible. But it's just, the coronation is only a few months away. And I think that's what I'm really struggling with. If it's broken down this badly, that like obviously needing people to help come to a deal, that's what's worrying. I should also mention, Patrick, I noticed that a poll's been done that said about 70% of the public would like to see Harry actually at the coronation. But as you said, I think a lot of people will be worried because it could overshadow. And I'm sure that is something that the King and William and other members of the royal family will be considering, that it could overshadow the coronation.
Were you as surprised as I was, Grant, to discover that Harry and Meghan apparently want to come to the coronation? I mean, the last I heard, of course, it was, we were a horrible little racist cesspit of a nation and that they wouldn't be seen dead with us. But alas, apparently they seem quite keen on attending.
Well, this is the problem I've got. I mean, who knows? But what I find interesting is if I was in his situation and had done the interviews I'd done and all the rest of it, I wouldn't want to. Wouldn't it be the most awkward thing, Patrick, to turn up at an event where you've done what you've done, you've said what you've said, and then suddenly you're going to be there trying to be all friendly? It just doesn't work. I just don't see how that's possible unless they can fix that relationship. But if you're telling me that between now and May the 6th they can fix the relationship, I think it would be almost a miracle.
Indeed. And I suppose the big one is the Archbishop of Canterbury the right man to do this? I was, again, quite surprised that he was chosen and that he was still talking to Meghan and Harry after they very nearly threw him under the bus by saying that he did a secret wedding for them, which, had it happened, would have been illegal.
I think that the wonderful thing with the royal family, and obviously with the Archbishop of Canterbury, they've got a close relationship. That's a fact, and there always has been that relationship. So I don't find it impossible to believe that this maybe conversation has taken place. But the thing is, again, Patrick, there's so many other people that I know that they've got connections with between the two families that they could easily go to, which I'd have thought would make more sense. But maybe this is somebody who's slightly separate from it all, and maybe he feels that this has to be resolved. And as I said, maybe he's approached the King about this idea. Who knows? This is the thing. But they haven't got long to sort this out.
It's unusual, Grant, just one more quick one. It's slightly unusual because this is unquestionably the royal family offering an olive branch to Harry and Meghan. Surely this is, some would argue, a big break in protocol. This is really a gift from King Charles.
I've noticed there have been a few occasions now the King's offered the olive branch, and the reality is this could be the last olive branch they're offered. If they get this wrong, then this could be the end of that relationship, because there's only so many times you can offer an olive branch, and in the King's position, he's already done it a few times. I think this will be the last time that olive branch will be offered, and after that, that will be. I don't see it happening again. I don't see them offering anything going forward.
So, in your opinion, Grant, you think that this mediation from the Archbishop of Canterbury, if this doesn't go well, and if Harry doesn't take it, that's it for Harry's relationship with the royal family?
I think it could possibly, for the time being, that could be where they go their separate ways. As I said, I always think things are possibly to heal, but at this moment in time, yeah, I think it's possible that could be it.
Grant, always a pleasure. And can I just say as well, I'm in awe of wherever you always do your interviews with me from. It looks like an absolutely splendid place. Where is it? Do you live
not Buckingham Palace. Yes, it's not Buckingham, but it's my home.
This is your home. I tell you what, I mean, well, gosh, there's not an invite, but if there ever is one, I'll be round there in a shot. Grant, thank you very much. Grant Harrold, former Royal Butler from what looks like a palace of his own, I must say. There we go.